Good morning and welcome to Bolton. I'm Joyce Stilley, the Administrative Officer for the Town of Bolton, and this is a live show done the first and the third Tuesdays of each month from 10:30 to 11 a.m. This show is rebroadcast on the second and fourth Tuesdays at the same time period. The show is a continuing effort to promote open communications within the community, and if you have an upcoming event or just an organization you'd like to get some PR out about, or just have a question as to how town government operates, please contact me at the town hall and we will try to get a show on the air that covers that topic. Over the course of time, we cover a lot of different things. Lately, we've been concentrating on town services a little bit, and as we're moving into the holiday season, it seemed most appropriate to invite my library director, Liz Thornton, to join me today. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
And, you know, year-round, there's a lot going on at the library, but especially this time of year, there's a lot of special things going on. And let's start a little bit with, you do a lot of community outreach right now with other groups and departments.
Yes, definitely. This time of year is perfect time to reach out to the community for giving. And so many of the town departments and community organizations have asked us to work with them to collect different things for different groups. For example, we participate in the Bolton Social Services Giving Tree. So patrons come in and can obtain tags. They can buy gifts for people in the community in need. So we participate in that. The Lions Club, we collect the eyeglasses for them on a regular basis. We did a veterans items collection for another part of the senior center group. The Rose Farm, we do a collection for them as well. And we also have a display case that offers an opportunity for different town departments or town organizations to display information about what they do throughout the year as well. Another thing that we did that was really fun is we participated with the rec department, and they did a scarecrow contest this year, their first annual, which I thought was wonderful. And so we participated in the voting aspect, so we had people could come into the library to vote for their favorite scarecrow. So that was really fun. And we did a Sweets for Seniors program, which we like to do several times a year to focus on our seniors. And we had a wonderful turnout. We had a dietitian from ShopRite come, and she presented everything pumpkin.
Sweets for Seniors and dietitian.
I know. So we did healthy pumpkin things.
Okay.
Yes, healthy pumpkin. So that was really fun. And we also reach out to the YMCA, and we do story hour with those children because they can't come to the library during the day. So we like to do things with them as well. So it's a wonderful time of the year to reach out and participate in that type of thing. And the other thing that's been really exciting is we were asked to do another cat food collection for our feral cats in Bolton. And so we've had a great turnout for that as well. Many pounds of cat food have been donated already. So. And
just to highlight a couple of things that you just talked about, you talked about the giving tree. Carrie was on the show a month ago, I think it was, talking about that. And there still are some tags on your tree and at the senior center. What people may not know is that actually in Bolton this year, the needs are higher than they've been in past years, that we have over 120 people in need. And, it can be something simple,
Exactly.
It can be a set of sheets, it can be a game, it can be a piece of clothing, it can be for kids, it can be for adults.
That's right. There's something for everyone to pick the tag because some of the tags are just simply, hat and gloves.
Yes.
So you don't have to feel overwhelmed when you're purchasing something from the tags, but it's a great opportunity, and you feel good when you do things like that, and it's going local, which also I think is a benefit.
Yes. And the other thing that you actually didn't mention, but was this last weekend, was the Bolton Congregational Church Festival of Trees.
Yes.
I saw the library's tree there, and it was rather uniquely created
unique.
with the DVDs and VCR things and books and that creating the tree.
That's right. This is the second year, and we want to do something a little bit unusual and not use an actual Christmas tree to decorate, to feature the library and its services and make it unique. And so 2 of our library board members worked together to create a tree out of books. And so they stacked the books up in tree form and featured some of our services, and it was quite unique.
It was. It was.
Yeah. And also the tree lighting this weekend.
Oh, yes.
So
yes,
the town had
Saturday.
their fun parade. Santa and Mrs. Claus were there, and I got a chance to read a story in the gazebo for the kids, a Christmas story, right after we did the tree lighting. So it was another opportunity. I thank the rec department for inviting us to participate.
And that's, certainly we just missed Santa Claus here. He had to get back to the North Pole. He left us a couple of his friends to keep us company today, which is always nice. But there's a lot of activities going on now, and it is the time for sharing and giving. And it seems like December shouldn't be the month for it, but celebrate National Cupcake Day. Seems like that should be at once a month in my book, but
Exactly.
anyway.
Well, we try to be really creative when we present programs, and there are very unusual holidays out there that we try to celebrate with the kids, and there is a National Cupcake Day, and we're celebrating on December 15th, and so kids of all ages, we're open to any age child wants to come participate. We'll do stories, we'll have craft, they'll get to decorate their own cupcakes. So it should be a lot of fun. And we try to offer Saturday programs because so many kids are either in school or daycare and they can't participate. So Saturday or evenings, we do try to reach out to families that are available on those days.
And before we go any further, actually, what we're taking information from, much like with the rec department, is the library has its own newsletter, and certainly encourage people to sign up for it, as well as the Bolton Bulletin. And on the Bolton Bulletin, there's a link that takes you to these things. So I encourage people to utilize many of the things we have in place to find out some of this wonderful information about what's going on.
It's also on the town website.
Yes.
So that's another place people can go and find out everything that they need to know.
And you also have, in one of my favorite authors, Agatha Christie, in the novels, but a book discussion coming up as well.
That's
for
right.
adults.
That's right. So we are focusing this fall time right now on the PBS series, The Great American Read. So they featured 100 of the top classic books, modern and historic classic books. So this is one of them. And then There Were None by Agatha Christie. And we have John Valeri of Portland, Connecticut leads the book discussion often. And we've had fabulous turnout. We have about 18, 20 people signed up for this book discussion. And we're hoping after the holidays continue again, and we'll let this group pick the next 4 from the Great American Read that they want to do. So it's a great series.
I love mystery novels. I mean, that's I always want to try to solve it before the end.
One of my favorites too. And the nice thing about the Great American Read collection is there's really something for everybody on that 100 list. All kinds of books. We did The Handmaid's Tale. It's a dystopian novel. There's just something for everything on that list. So we have the list at the library. We have a lot of the books that are on that list. So anyone who wants to come in, grab the list and start. We do have patrons that are actually starting to check off on the list the ones that they're reading. So it's quite an accomplishment if you get through that 100 list.
Oh, that is definitely. And we talked about adults, but actually you also do something with babies.
Yes.
And that's, we've talked about it before on this program, but that's just unique as well.
Yes, so we are offering, we're calling them story times, but it's really like a Mommies and Me playtime together, introduce the babies to books and other media, songs, musical instruments. We have special books for children called board books. And when the caregiver, because sometimes it's a dad, sometimes it's a babysitter, will come with the baby. So 3 months up to about 18 months. And we offer them a packet that they can.
Of course, I picked the one that's in the back of the pile.
The back of the pile here, yes. So they get this nice packet, read to me. And there's all kinds of information about the library in here. And they also get a brand new board book that they get to keep. And we encourage them to actually take out a library card for their baby. And that's fine with us. And they get a nice bib, Born to Read bib, and a few other things in their packet. So it's a nice little present when they come in, and issue them the card right that day. And it's another opportunity for the parents or caregivers to actually, form a relationship with each other, because it can be very isolating if you're home alone with a new baby. And this is a way they get to know about the community and what the library has to offer and make friends.
That's excellent. And you do a lot of other outreach type things. Voters registration is another one.
Yes, this is a requirement actually for public libraries. And when people come in to obtain a brand new library card or get a card renewed, we give them their voter registration form if they're not already a voter, and help them actually fill it out. We can keep the form and then turn it into the Registrar of Voters in Bolton. So it's to facilitate an ease for people to be on the voter registration list. So this is something that is required by the state of Connecticut that libraries participate in.
And along with that, great courses. This was a new one to me when we were talking about it before.
Yeah, great courses is really a wonderful thing that libraries can offer to patrons. They're actually college courses on either CD or DVD, and I can kind of show you what they look like. We have them packaged in these nice little travel boxes, and there's all kinds of topics. Every kind of topic that you might want to take as a lecture at college. And this one happens to be on Earth's changing climate. So it comes with the AV, and it comes with a study book. And again, they're actual professors that lead these courses either on CD or DVD, and we have quite a few at the library on all kinds of topics. So something to check out and
keep your learning going.
Keep your learning going, exactly.
That's excellent. That one was new to me. And you had in information on the latest from Overdrive with a list of different books listed. Perhaps you can share a little bit of information on that.
Sure. So through our computer network system, Bibliomation, we participate in something called Overdrive, as you mentioned, and that is downloadable ebooks and audiobooks. And people can download these books on any device now. If you have a Kindle, you have a computer, a laptop, it doesn't matter what your device is, and we pay to have Bibliomation purchase titles for the network. Most of the libraries participate in this, and they produce lists. And these are the very latest titles that have just been purchased, and people can download them for free, which is wonderful. We have thousands on the website. The State Library also offers thousands of free downloadable books that people can take advantage of. It's wonderful.
And boy, if you're doing driving at all of any distance,
fantastic.
It's just, it makes time go
That's
so
right.
much quicker.
Exactly, it's fantastic. And so if people are not comfortable downloading their items, you can also come to the library and pick out the audio books on CD, which is really great in the car as well. If you still have a CD player in your car, although I know that a lot of new cars are not having that anymore. So that works out well too, but many people are still borrowing those items. Very popular.
And you mentioned the display case. What people don't realize is that there's opportunities on a monthly basis to highlight your organization or group or hobby.
That's right.
As time goes on, that often you don't have all 12 months filled and are looking for things. For December, it's a special artwork.
Yes, from the Bolton Center School art classes. They are going to come over and display their art. We've had, Breast Awareness Month. We've had the Lions Club do a display, all kinds of collections that people have. So it really is a wonderful opportunity. When you first come in the library, it's a large display case on your right, but in the children's area, you also have an octagon-shaped display
Yes.
case that was donated by the Sumner sisters, and many years ago now. So, yeah, 2 opportunities for displays, and people can call and reserve, and we're happy to reserve many months in advance. So it does fill up pretty quickly, but we're looking for 2019 now.
Yeah. And people think of a library as books, I know, but you actually have so many other things there that people can use. We talked about audiobooks, the courses, but you have more than that even.
Yes, I'll give you another surprise. We have cake pans.
Oh,
We have cake pans that you can borrow, all kinds of shapes and sizes. So why buy an expensive cake pan if you're doing a party? Come and borrow one of ours, and the books to go with it. We have music CDs. We keep up with the latest music, the latest movies from the theater on DVDs. We have kits for children that have puppets with them and soft plush toys. We have all kinds of items, magazines. There's many different things that people can come.
Puzzles.
There's puzzles, right? There's puzzles people can borrow. So you're right, a lot of different things the library offers.
and a lot of people will just come in to utilize the bank of computers at times.
Yes, it's full most of the time, and we have Wi-Fi as well. A lot of people come in with their laptops and enjoy the Wi-Fi and study. And so that's a great opportunity too, trying to increase the seating in there a little bit so there's a little bit more space for people to do that.
And in trying to help the public itself with different things that you even have museum passes that people can purchase through you.
Yes, we have 18 different museum passes, and we just added a few more to the list. And we added, where do we have this on here, Joyce? Wait, American Clock and Watch Museum,
Yes.
the Eric Carle Museum in Amherst, Mass., and the Harriet Beecher Stowe. Those are 3 new ones that we added. And people often ask us, do we have Sturbridge Village, which we do, and we have both the Mystic Seaport Aquarium and the Seaport itself. We have those passes as well. So we have a wide variety, and the Lutz passes is one of the most popular. And they all let you in either at a discount rate or for free. So they all have their own policy about that. But it's, why not? Why not save some money when you go to these different venues?
And along with that, we're moving technology along. And my library card, gee, I want to do it online.
Exactly. This is a new service that we are beginning to offer at the Bolton Library, where you can go online and apply for a library card. So you'll fill out the form online, and you'll have 2 weeks to come in to obtain their library card, and you just need to present identification that proves that you live in the town of Bolton. And you can do it all from home, which is really nice.
And, people may not think about, yes, we have a smaller library. It's definitely not the smallest. I know that. It's not the largest either. But that doesn't mean that you can't get a book if I really want a specific book.
Exactly. That's the beauty of the systems that we have now. So even though, as you're saying, we're a smaller library, but we offer all the services of a large library. And people can actually do that from home as well. They can go through all the databases. They can pick out a book or a DVD or a music audiobook and request it from home, and it will be delivered to the Bolton Library, and they can come and pick it up there. So really, anything from the state of Connecticut's available to people, right? Touch of a button.
And some of it, you talked about where we're getting to, but the next thing on your newsletter talks about medical.
Yes.
And people have questions about this prescription or this particular diagnosis or et cetera.
There's a state series of databases through researchit.org, through the state Connecticut Library, and everyone should check this out. There are so many databases available through this, and one of them that we did feature in the newsletter this time was the series of medical databases. So yes, if you have any kind of medical question, symptoms that you want to look up, check out your doctor's license, see if that's still valid. Like you said, prescriptions, side effects of things, even natural
Yes.
medicines. You can go to this database for free with your library card, access it from home if you want to, or come in the library. We can help a person if they come in the library search this. And it's all valid reference information online as opposed to just Googling something.
And along with that, you know, the library is another department of the town and, you know, is funded through the town. But you do your own fundraisers to a certain degree too, and especially moving into the holiday season, one of the items that I noticed that was quite cute, you're selling and use those proceeds for some things that the town can't provide for you.
That's right. This is sponsored through the Friends of the Bentley Memorial Library. Dorothy Hall actually is the person who designed our logo here, and she's a local artist in town.
Yes.
And wonderful. She has actually some paintings on display at the library of hers. And so this is for $10. The money goes to the Friends, and the Friends of the Library sponsor special things, including programming and some unique services or items that we might purchase for the library. So this is one. And we always have an ongoing book sale or AV sale. Right now it's AV. So we're selling DVDs or CDs. And these are donations that came into the library, ones that we can't use because they're duplicates,
right,
and in great condition, and people can come in and buy that. So every year we like to feature, or every month rather, like to feature a separate theme. So it might be adult fiction, it might be children's books. And so this month is the AV material. So you can come in, buy that, buy a book bag, makes for a great gift.
Little stocking stuffer.
Yeah, little stocking stuffers.
And you also talked about your Amazon purchases might benefit the library, and perhaps you want to talk about that a little bit.
I think people don't realize
think
that.
About some of those things.
Right. We have something called Wowbrary that people can sign up for, and that lets people receive in their email every week the updated list of new items that the library has purchased and just put in the collection, so you can be the first to know what the new movies are and books. And through that website, if you do all your Amazon purchasing through there, the library receives, I think it's 4.3% of your purchase, and that does help to defray the cost of Wowbrary. So it's a really nice service that Amazon offers, and people who have signed up for Wowbrary love it because it comes right into their inbox. They know exactly what's new on the shelf that week, and they can come be the first ones to get it or reserve it. So
it's amazing how we've advanced with technology into, you know, working together across all realms.
It's wonderful because to have the knowledge and the access to material is so vital in the community. It really is, and it equalizes everyone, and everyone has that access. And it's all through paying your taxes. And all this is offered for free to the patron. We don't charge any extra fee to do any of these services. So.
Unless you're late with your book.
Right, that's right.
And we have an amnesty
yes, we
week
do.
too.
We
with
do.
Bringing in your canned goods in exchange.
That's right.
So there's always an opportunity.
There is an opportunity. There is an opportunity. And we're also very forgiving. I mean, if someone has a situation they can't get in, we take a look at every situation and often are very generous with that. So.
And I know you have a couple of other items that you have some special books, I believe, to share.
Yes. I did want to show you one of our new cupcake books, talking about our cupcake program. We did select some brand new books, storytime books on cupcakes. So this is one that we're going to be featuring during our program. So that's a fun book to read. And when you come in, this is our list of our museum passes that you can obtain as well online. And this is also our pamphlet on all the things you can do 24/7 remotely. So all the services, some of them that we've talked about today, this is the instructions on how to. It's also on the town website. One thing also I wanted to show you a picture of, and this is Riley. This is Riley. This is our mascot therapy dog. We have therapy dogs come very frequently, maybe every other month. They come to the library, a series of therapy dogs. We have Burmese Mountain Dog, we have St. Bernards, we have pugs. And this is really to help children who might be afraid to read out loud, who are struggling with reading, and they can come and sit with a dog of their choice. They can pick a book and read to the dog, and it's a very non-threatening, very accepting environment for the children, and the handlers of the dogs are wonderful, work with the children, and so we do this pretty frequently. We've been doing it for at least 20 years now, actually. So I wanted to show a picture of Riley, one of our favorites.
Got on his reading glasses. He's ready.
Yes, he does.
And, there's just so many things that happen not just within the walls of the library. And that's just, you're such an important part of the community as a whole. And I don't think people realize that they just think of, oh, the library, yeah, who goes there?
Right.
But you can't measure easily the services that are that 24/7 that are available.
That's right. And we also like to think of the library as a community center where people can gather, they meet their friends, they bring a coffee. It's so many times that we see people come and give each other a hug and have hook up together, and maybe they haven't seen each other in a while, get caught up, share information about their clubs and what they're doing, and we just like it to be just an opening and welcoming environment for people. So it's a wonderful place. People should come and take a look at the Bolton Library and see what they might be missing if they haven't been in a while.
So, did I miss anything?
I think
we went through a lot of things.
We did go through a lot of things.
You're extremely busy this time of year.
We are busy. One thing I did want to say is just a thank you to all the patrons who make the donations to all these different things, including donating books to the library, donating CDs and music. We actually had recently from a local family donate a puppet theater.
Oh, cool.
With puppets. And so we get wonderful donations at the library, and we just want to thank everyone for that, including monetary donations. We have patrons who like to support the library that way as well, and it's just a nice, added gift that we really appreciate.
That's excellent. So we just have a couple minutes left. I'll let you give some closing thoughts first.
Sure, thank you, and I appreciate you inviting me, Joyce. It's really a nice opportunity to be able to share about the library and what we do, and we just look forward to as many people as possible to come in. The busier, the better. It doesn't do any good to have our books sit on the shelf. The shelves should be empty. They should all be in people's homes, and that's very important. So we just want to thank you again for giving us the opportunity.
Thank you for joining me today. The library is just another one of those assets, just like the senior center, that has more potential than people are using. And I just encourage everybody to take that opportunity to use the services we have within the town.
And the town of Bolton is an amazing town. Everyone does work together very well. All the town staff work together. We all share and have a wonderful rapport, which is vital.
Yes, we're a family.
We are a family. Joyce, you and I have been here 30 years together.
A little over, but who's counting? In closing, I just want to talk briefly about the next show. It's not going to be quite as happy of a topic, but very informational. We're just finishing up the reevaluation process, and Helen Tots, our assessor, will be joining me for that to just put out some basic information once again on the reevaluation process. I encourage everybody to take advantage of the Giving Tree if you're looking for some way to help in the community. I want to thank Community Voice Channel for its continued support, and my two little buddies here who joined us today. Thank you to all the volunteers that helped make this possible, and I will see you in 2 weeks.